A very good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we had discussed about landforms, about natural resources. In that, particularly, we had land, soil, and water. In that, we had discussed about land. So, land covers about 29% of the total surface of the area of the earth, and remaining will be water. And these 29% of the land what is present as a surface area of the earth, in this we are dependent on the land for every activity, for every requirement of the human, for like what, food, clothing, shelter. And animals also depend on it for the food and the shelter. Next we have kinds of land, that is mountain regions, plateaus, plains. And when we consider the land in India, we have Himalayan regions, northern plains, Deccan plateau. Then what else we have? Coastal plains and highlands, and along with the desert region. So the land is being divided into different categories based on the formation or the features. So Himalayan ranges, plains, northern plains, desert region, coastal plains and highlands, along with the Deccan plateau also, which has different, where the rivers have been come up with the many rivers, and they also state about how these regions have been helpful for people, for the shelter, for the agricultural activities, for the industrial activities, for the growing of the crops, for the shelter, food, everything. Different regions will have its own features. Correct. Next, we will move on to the soil. So what is soil? A soil is the loose uppermost layer of the earth crust. So the crust part in which the soil is present. So soil is a loose uppermost. The uppermost means the topmost layer of the crust. In that we have a soil. So when you say a soil is a loose uppermost layer of the earth crust, it consists of mixture of humus. Humus means the dead decomposed of the organic matter. Here it includes the dead composition of the what? Animals, plants, human beings, all that mixed together. It becomes humus. It makes many years to form humus. And fine powdered rocky materials. It also includes rocks. Soil, it doesn't become any one material. Soil consists of rocks, minerals and the humus. So it is going to be helpful for the growth of the plants and the trees. Which one? Soil. So we derived many things from the soil. That means soil is helpful also, and we get many things from the soil directly or indirectly. Which are those? With the help of the soil we can grow the crops like fruits, vegetables, grains, which are required for the life of the people, obtained directly. And the next is the formation of the soil. The formation of the soil is a very slow process. It can take thousands of years to form a thin layer of soil. Thin layer may around 2 15 centimeter, for example I am telling. So it needs many years, thousands of years to become a soil formation. First it will be a rock. Due to weatherings of the rock or the breakdown of the rock, it, and also due to the rain, and the humus gets mixed with the rock and it gets decomposed. Again it becomes soil, and when the earthquake happens or the flood happens, the soil fertilization happens. So the soil again it becomes very fertile. Then we get the soil. So rock soil formation is a very long process. So as I said, soil formation, a rock will be present. Due to the weathering of the rock, the big rock is going to break down. The breakdown rocks moves, will be passed on by the rain, and it moves to the certain places, and along with that After a some period of time, the grass will grow. After this grass get dries up, it get decomposed with the rock, and it also mixed with the decomposition of the animals. So one by one gets decomposed with the not only the rocks, and the living organic matter also gets mixed with these rocks and to become a soil.